NFL football fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday post-game show, first post-game show for all the early games. But first, in the game you just saw just moments ago, a few hours ago, the Browns did not win, but they did not lose, and it was a disappointing end, but we are now 131-1 as the Browns and Steelers game ends in a tie, 21-21. The Browns struggled in the first half, but in the second, the Browns came out and played extremely well. Steelers QB Ben Roethlisberger threw 3 touchdowns in the first half. The first one went to CB Darzel Ward after a play broke down midway through the first quarter. James Corner scored a Pittsburgh TD from 4 yards out to give the Steelers a 7-0 lead in the second quarter, and that was the score at halftime as well. Taylor scrambled himself from 20, but from 20 yards to tie the game at 7-7 in the third quarter. Juju Smith-Schuster caught a quick pass and ran 67 yards to the goal line, but back-to-back touchdown plays were called back to penalties, but then Roethlisberger hit wide receiver Antonio Brown up the right edge for a 22-yard touchdown, despite a darn near perfect coverage from Ward to give the Steelers a 14-7 lead. The Browns did absolutely nothing on defense today. The defense just struggled, but the offense struggled, on offense today. The offense just struggled, but the defense played great. As Connor scored a 17 to 22-yard TD and put the Steelers up 21-7 at the end of the third quarter. Cleveland was sparked in the fourth quarter as Taylor's end zone pass for Landry on 4th and 5th in scoring range fell incomplete. But with under 8 minutes to go, the game fans felt the game was over to go in the game. Fans felt the game was over, but then defensive end Myles Garrett poked the ball away from Connor on the next play, and Jabril Peppers recovered and returned it to the 1-yard line, and running back Carlos Hyde punched it in to the end zone, making it a 21-14 game with 7:32 left to play in regulation. Taylor found wide receiver Richard Higgins for 38 yards down the right sideline, On the next play, Taylor found Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon did start today. I made a mistake. I do apologize. He did play today, and he played great. Taylor found Josh Gordon, as I said, for his first catch of the game, a 17-yard touchdown to tie the game at 21-all with 1:58 to go in regulation. The Steelers went 3-and-out themselves, and they had 5 interceptions in this game, and they turned the ball over 6 times. The Browns forced 6 turnovers in this game today, and the Browns started driving past midfield with no timeouts and 23 seconds left. From the 42-yard line, Taylor tried to air one out to Gordon down the right sideline. The pass was underthrown, and the Steelers intercepted the pass, forcing overtime. And the Browns' defense came alive. Garrett's rush and overtime that we went to was to force a hold. Cornerback Terrence Mitchell broke up a pass and pressure forced on Roethlisberger to take a sack at 30-31. Kicker Chris Boswell tried to kick the game winner from 42 yards out and missed it. Well, the Browns got pressure on Roethlisberger with 47 seconds left and poked the ball out, allowing middle linebacker Joe Schobert to intercept the pass and return it within field goal range with 36 seconds to go. That brought Browns kicker Zane Gonzalez on for a 43-yard attempt, and it was blocked. And that was it. The game ends in a tie. The final score: Browns 21 and the Steelers 21. Tyrod Taylor was 15 for 39 with I think it was 49 yards and one touchdown pass, and he played a very good game today, Tyrod Taylor. And I felt Hugh Jackson said in his press conference that it was a disappointing game, a disappointing end to it, but at least we did not lose, even though we're 131-1. But we know what we have to do to win games, to really get the win in the game. And you know what they have to do if they want to win next week when they play the New Orleans Saints in week 2. And he felt that Tyrod Taylor played very well. He felt Myles Garrett played a great game today, I felt. And he really came alive today. And so did the Browns defense. The offense really needs to step it up. The offense struggled today, and I felt they really need to step it up. So we will see what. And by the fourth quarter, this game was probably over when it was 21-7, but the Browns ripped Roy back. And I just felt it really just was a disappointing ending. But keep this in mind, we did not lose. It was a tie, even though we're 131-1 and 0-0-1. But we have a game next week against the Saints, and hopefully we will try to win that one. Okay, elsewhere in the NFL, to get to the early games, Miami and Tennessee were delayed, and they were in the third the last I had heard, and it was a 7-3 score the last I heard. And so I'm waiting for the final on that one. We do not have it yet, but once the late game's over, you'll probably get it then. The Minnesota Vikings beat the San Francisco 49ers 24-16, and Minnesota just it was a very close game between San Francisco and Minnesota throughout the entire game. This was an upset, though. The Cincinnati Bengals beat the Indianapolis Colts in Indianapolis 34-23 today. This I felt was a big time upset, because I thought Indianapolis was really going to come out and win this game. But hey, Cincinnati really played well, I guess. They came out and really dominated. So great job, Bengals. The Baltimore Ravens were all over the Buffalo Bills today. 47-3. They whooped Baltimore today. 47-3. This game, Baltimore just dominated this game from the get-go and never let up. And there's not much to say. Buffalo just did not look good today in this one, in this game. So they're going to have to go back to the drawing board. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the New York Giants by 5, 20-15. And this one was very close. The Giants had several opportunities, but just could not come back and win it. And Jacksonville really held on to win this game. The New Orleans Saints fell just short, and it was a horse race, this game, as Tampa Bay upset the New Orleans Saints 48-40, and the Saints go to 0-1. And I was for sure. I thought this was going to go the Saints' way, but Tampa Bay just played really well, and they came out on top, 48-40. And the New England Patriots beat the Houston Texans in a close one by a touchdown, 27-20. We have late games that are going on. The LA Chargers are playing the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think it's getting to be late in all these late games. So you get late game scores soon. Denver last night was up on Seattle 7-0. Carolina's playing Dallas. Arizona's playing Washington. So I will get these late game scores for you once they are concluded, and then it will be time to preview tonight's Sunday night game. So that's going to wrap it up for first post-game show, and I'll be back with the late game scores once they have concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day in every way possible. Enjoy the games, everybody. So long, everybody. 3, 2, 1. I'm done.